Hi everybody, welcome to art class. It's me, Mr. Mangoni, and you might have noticed something different about me. I got a new forehead. It's way bigger, and I can fit way more brains in here. So it's all around pretty good deal for me. No, I'm just kidding. I just want to mess with you a little bit. There we go. This is how I really look, right? Not quite. All right, sorry. I just found that setting on my camera. I thought it was funny. All right, welcome. So this is our final virtual art class of the year. Can you believe it? It's been a wild ride. We've made so many cool things. And I want to say to everybody, it's been a pleasure. I've really enjoyed doing this with all of you, so thank you for being part of this crazy year with me. And also, you know, go ahead and, if you want to, subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm going to keep making things on this channel, whether it's distance learning lessons or just regular fun art stuff, because that's what I was doing on this channel before distance learning. So, you know, if you want to still kind of hang out like this, just subscribe to this YouTube channel, and yeah, there will be some cool stuff probably for years to come. So I hope that you do that, because it's just been great, and I'm going to miss you all. So, this is our third day of doing pictures of things that we love. Right on the first day, I made this cool wizard frog. And then on the second day, I made, oh, I dropped it, some pizza, which I was very proud of, and some watermelon. So that's what I did, some things that I love. Because making art about things that you love is a good idea. Alright, I'm going to aim my camera down here, and you get to see me struggle with my camera one last time, everybody's favorite part of art. And I've learned that I can actually flip it for once. Right? I've drawn upside down, probably for a total of hours for these, without realizing I could just flip that camera. Alright, so drawing about things that you love is just generally a good idea, just because then you are putting your love into your art. You're going to have a better time, and you're probably going to make something good if it's something you're passionate about. So follow your passions. So I'm going to draw a picture about some things that I love. But for this one, I'm actually not going to tell you what I'm drawing. It's going to be kind of a surprise. And it's going to be kind of a funky, creative drawing. So it might be a little hard to figure out at first. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe not. There's going to be a lot of freestyle with this drawing, too. I don't know exactly where I'm going with it. So why don't you go ahead and just get out some paper or whatever drawing supplies you like to use. You're not copying my drawing, but you're making your own drawing of things that you love. And at this point in the year, I'm just going to let you do it in whatever style you like. Maybe you want to do shading, maybe you want to make it look 3D, or do something realistic, or just your own style that you've made up as well. Along with making art about things that you love, that's just one way of doing what I call making your art with love. And we've talked about this a little bit before. But another way you can make art with love, and this is what I've been doing all last week, is make art for people in your life that you love. Make it about things that they love. Right? Like I made a cup for my friend, and I put some of his favorite things on that cup, and it felt so good to make something like that. And not only was it fun, and it turned out awesome, because I was motivated, because I was like, he's gonna love this, but it's gonna make him happy, and it's gonna strengthen our friendship. So you're making somebody else feel loved with your art. And that's a good thing. Using your art for good. Because whether it's art or anything else, every one of you has an enormous amount of power, and you should use that power for good. You are all, every one of you, very powerful and capable of doing a lot. And you should use that for good. I'm gonna make myself barefoot here just for fun. I like drawing little bare feet. I think it's cute. I also do kind of like being barefoot, especially in the summertime. I'm making a drawing inside my drawing. My drawing has a drawing. I hope that you have some art making plans for the summer, because it's easy to forget about making art when there's so much awesome stuff to do during the summertime, which I get it, but it's important to keep on making art. Why do you think art is important? Think about that for a minute. Why is art important to you? Because we know art's fun, obviously. We all know how fun art is. But is there more to it than that? Is there a reason we do it other than just being a fun thing? I have a lot of reasons. One of my favorite is that, you know, your creativity is like a muscle. Just like muscles in your arms. And so if you pump up some weights every day, you work out your muscles every single day, what's going to happen to your muscles? They're going to get really big and super buff strong, right? Exactly. So making art is like doing super duper powerlifting for your muscles. I mean, for your creative muscles. For your imagination and your creativity. Your imagination and creativity get way stronger when you do art all the time. And the more you do it every day, you don't skip a day, your creative brain will become so strong and you will be a super creative person. I know I am, and it's because I've made so much art, but also just used my imagination and my creativity every day, all the time. It's just how I like to be. And I'm glad. It makes me happy that I'm such a creative person. Because a lot of reasons. If you're a creative person, you're a strong creative thinker. Say you have a day where you're really bored and you don't know what to do. Okay? If a person is not very creative, they're going to have a hard time coming up with something to do and probably have just kind of a boring day. If you're a really creative person, you're going to be like, oh man, those boxes that we have in the kitchen, those could be, we could make an airplane out of those, and we can make wings on the airplane, and then we can have an adventure, and we could fly to space in our airplane, you know, those kind of things.
It's that time of the day, everybody. If you are right, go to the bus stop. Thank you, and as always, have a good night. I'm glad you all. I hope you all had a good day. See you tomorrow. Go Otters!
But yeah, what I was saying was that, you know, if you're creative, you are going to be able to find fun things to do. But also, if you have problems in your life, a creative person is good at solving problems because they think outside the box. So you're able to solve your problems a little better, then that's a good thing too. It just basically makes you happier and just gives you a better quality of life if you're a creative person. And you're going to be better at jobs that you do. There's going to be more things that you can do, more opportunities for you. So become a creative bodybuilder, you know? There's super huge, strong creative muscles. Other reasons to make art. Hey, it's a way to connect with people, right? Some of my best friends I've made by making art together. Or with you, with my students we're connecting, and you probably connect with other students sometimes through your art. It's a wonderful way for you to connect with other people. Also, you can express your feelings through your art. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you feel so happy inside that you could burst and you don't know what to do with it. And you can make art about all those things that make you so super, super happy. And then you know what you've just done? You've made some real beauty in the world. You have taken all that goodness and beauty that lives inside of your heart and you've put it out into the world. That's a beautiful thing, okay? That is a beautiful, beautiful thing. But on the other hand as well, sometimes if you're feeling sad or something like that, and you make art that shows your sadness and your feelings inside, that's good too, because sometimes somebody might see that and think, wow, I feel that way too. I thought I was the only person who felt that way. Now I feel like I'm not so alone because I saw this art. Right? You get what I'm saying? There's so many reasons why making art is good. I'm going to attempt to draw somebody sitting cross-legged. This is no small task. I don't know what I'm doing. That's good enough. Here's another reason why making art, right? Not only are you doing something fun, but you're doing something that you're getting better and better at. That might lead to jobs, it might lead to opportunities to have lots of fun and make cool things for people you love. So, I love video games as much as any of you, but I try not to only play video games because when you're making art, you're building like a lifelong skill that can really help you in your life too, as well as having fun. So it's good to do things other than just TV and video games. Art is something you can get better at that is also a way to have fun. I'm sure a lot of you have learned, even maybe just this year, that you start out not being so good at something, and then the more you do it, the better you get at it, right? With art, like maybe a certain technique or something that I've showed you, it's difficult at first, but you try, and even if you fail, you keep trying and you get better and better. And eventually, you do it enough, you get good at it, and you're like, what happened? I'm good at this now. So you're learning how to build a skill, and that doesn't just apply to art. Okay, that whole thing about not being good at something at first and getting better and better, that is not just art. That is math, that is sports, that is everything you will encounter in life, even relationships with your friends, and learning how to be a good person and how to be kind and patient, everything. It all comes down to practicing something and getting better at it. So now you're better at getting better at things. It's kind of crazy, but that's true. You're better at building skills now because you're making more art. Also, I think maybe art makes you a really interesting person. You know, all these cool things you can do instead of just sitting around watching TV all day. I would say that makes you a more interesting person. I know some of the most interesting people I know are artists for sure. There's a lot of other reasons too that I probably haven't even discovered yet, because there's just a million reasons. How boring would life be if there wasn't any art? You know what I'm saying? It would be so boring. Art makes things interesting. Like, you know, math is good, math is important, but if it was all math and all science, you know, where would be the creativity? Where would be the you? Where would you express yourself? Where would you put all these crazy ideas and fun things you have in your imagination? You gotta have something to do with them, right? There's a reason that we make art. Somebody didn't just make up art one day and said, what if we did art? What if we made this thing? It's not like something somebody invented. Art is a major part of being a human. Humans have been making art since they lived in caves. There is art that is found on cave walls. And there's a reason that they made that. Because art is important and it's part of who we are as people. Art can help you cope with a difficult time too. I know during this whole pandemic thing and all the distance learning, I will admit, there were some times where I've been really stressed out this year. It's been a difficult year, and it's also been a wonderful year in some ways too. But it's also been very difficult, like when we were going to and from school, in school and out of school, and not knowing what's going on, and it was kind of scary and kind of strange, and I felt kind of stressed out sometimes. So what I would do is, first of all, making these lessons. I never felt anything bad when I'm here with you making these lessons, because I get into the art with you, and we're doing this together, and when I'm making art, everything else goes away. It's kind of hard sometimes to start doing it, but once you get started, everything else melts away. I made this puppet for my son this summer, and every time I felt upset or stressed out, I would work on this thing, and it was like lots of sewing and lots of stitching and lots of tedious work that took a long, long time. But when I would pick that up and work on it, you better believe I did not feel upset or stressed. And what I ended up doing was turning my stress into something beautiful for somebody that I love. And that is magic. That's magic. You're taking a bad thing and turning it into a good thing. You feel bad, you make some beautiful art, and you feel better. You've just turned your bad feeling not only into a good feeling, but you've turned your bad feeling into some art, into a beautiful thing in the world. That's magic. If that's not magic, I don't know what is. So, just another of the millions of reasons why art is important. So I hope that this summertime, you continue to make art, okay? Whatever it is. I mean, I think with art, you need to follow your passion. Don't do some art just because you think that's what you should be doing. You find the art that you really are dying to go do. Like, you want to paint? Try to get some paints. You want to do some clay? Make some clay. You want to do chalk? You want to make giant chalk murals for everyone in the community to see? Go do that. You want to paint a big mural on your fence? Maybe ask your parents first, but go for it after that. You know? Find out what's exciting to you and go with that and do that a lot. That's how you get good. Because then it doesn't feel like practice, right? When you're doing something that you love, it does not feel like practice. I hope that you always remember the importance of art, because not a lot of people do know that art is important. A lot of people think that this is just something we do to take a break or like recess, but it's not. I mean, it is fun and it is a good break, but there's more to it. There's something magical and important about art. That's why we have it in school. There's millions of reasons. I hope that you want to be somebody who has lots of skills and is talented at lots of different things. Because you can do that. It's not about being born good at something. That's a lie. It's about wanting to do something and then practicing it enough to get good at it and having fun doing it so that it doesn't feel like practice. It's about making yourself good at something because you decide that's who you want to be. I hope that you make things that you are proud of, because everybody, you are all so beautiful and amazing. You have amazing brains and amazing ideas, every single one of you. And you deserve to feel proud of yourself. So work hard on something. Get good at something until you feel proud of yourself, because that's an important thing for you, is to feel good about yourself and feel proud about yourself. So make it so. Make it that way for you. Okay? Do amazing things so that you can feel good about yourself and feel proud of yourself. It's not even about making an amazing thing. It's just about having fun. It doesn't have to be a masterpiece. Your art doesn't have to be perfect. Just make something and be proud of yourself just for doing it. Say, wow, I'm pretty cool. I make art on my own time. I make funny things, and they're not perfect, and I'm okay with that, and even that's cool. I want you all to feel confident in yourself and feel good about yourself. And art is a way you can do that a little bit. So this is my picture. As you can tell, that's me, and this represents all of you. And I'm making a lesson. This is me making a drawing lesson on my computer and connecting through the internet, and all this love and patterns, and then all of you together in our own ways making our art. It's so beautiful, and you know, we're drawing some of our favorite things, and teaching is, I love it. And I love it because I love all of you. I love teaching because I love my students. You're amazing. You're amazing children, and it's just an honor to do this with you all the time. It's one of my life's greatest honors to be your teacher, so thank you for watching my lessons and making art, and in a weird way being here with me through this strange time that we're all going through together. I have so many cool memories of these crazy lessons that we've made, and I wouldn't be making these if it weren't for you. I wouldn't be coming up with all these wild ideas if I didn't have you to come up with them for. So it's just been great, and I've also learned a lot about making art videos and things, and hopefully in the future we'll make more things on the YouTube channel. And you can see that just grow and grow. So, yeah, I'm just going to keep doodling, I guess. We've got a few more minutes. I'll just add more and more little details. You can always add more. This drawing seems pretty complete, though. This one seems like it's probably done, though. I don't know. Well, oh, I'm upside down now. Ah! Get me down from here. Reset. Ooh, there we go. Okay. Well, it's been fun. Don't be a stranger. Stick around on the YouTube channel. I will be here through the interwebs. Even, you know what, after all this is over, maybe next year, things won't be so crazy. I will be here at Riverside. You can come by the school after school and say hi or something if you want to. I don't know. But it's just been great. So thank you all so much. Keep making art. Alright? Make art. Let's go through it. Let's review. Make art. Build your creative muscles. Alright? Love yourself. Be proud of yourself. You are powerful, and use your power for good. Be a force for good in the world. Do good things for people. Do good things for yourself. In everything you do, think about doing the right thing and doing the best thing for you and the people around you. Okay? Be the kind of person you want other people to be. Be the kind of change you want to see in the world. Right? Go change the world with your art and with your beauty and your love. I mean it. Okay? And I took a paper, white paper, and I drew on it, and now it's lovely. You can do that too. Okay? Changing this paper, guess what? This paper is part of the world. And I just changed the world. I changed this little rectangle of the world from a white paper to a lovely paper. So make art and change the world. Go draw on the sidewalk with some chalk and change the sidewalk. Alright? Alright, I love you all. I'll see you. Bye-bye.